how did you guys meet? All right, I'm going to tell the story, but I'm going to tell it in a way that protects Vish. But really, this is interesting. I've never met Vish. We met online. He used to have like a burner account. It was 49ers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 with the logo. And he would DM me, and I look at my DMs, and they were so on point and insightful. I had a suspicion he was like a burner account. I was like, this guy's in the organization, but then I figured out he wasn't, and then I figured out he was just a normal guy, and I just felt he was so interesting that we started talking on the phone about football, and then it blossomed from there. So yeah, I thought he was like John Lynch for a second. I was like, hold on, wait a second.
No, so last year during quarantine, I think actually one of the first things I DM'd you was that everybody keeps talking about Aaron Rodgers this offseason.
Stafford.
The quarterback the Niners should go after is Matthew Stafford.
I think then
you said, "Oh, that's super interesting." I think you wrote an article on it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll take my ideas wherever they come from.
I think you wrote an article on it, and then you said,
you
said, let's connect on the phone. We started talking on the phone, and then I used to I was interning, obviously, but what I used to do was I used to schedule all my work. So right after training camp on your drive home, I could call you and get the first scoop on what happened in training camp.
Yeah,
and to Grant's credit, I used to just badger him. Like, I've known Grant for like a week, and I'm already badgering him with a ton of specific questions about like what happened in camp. But Grant, Grant, he watches camp practices more in depth than anybody else. So he's prepared and he has answers to all my questions. Then finally, we were just connecting and talking over the phone. I think the Sunday they played the Jets. That first Monday was the first time we did this show. You asked me, why don't you just come on and do a live show with me? And for me, it was like an opportunity of a lifetime because obviously I'm not going in this route in terms of profession, but I can't tell you that this isn't something I've always thought about wanting to do because I'm so interested in sports and football specifically. And he was nice enough to give me such an opportunity, so I couldn't say no. And that was the beginning.
No, from my perspective, we used to talk on the phone on Mondays because if there's kind of two types of game analysis. There's the emotional Sunday analysis, and there's the as the emotions worn off analytical approach on Monday. And that's how Mondays with Vish started. I'm good at the emotional stuff on Sunday. I do the rants very well after the game, I think. But then you got it. That stuff all wears off, and there's this whole other wave of criticism that comes on Monday, and that's Vish. He's great at that. He reels me back in, and we would always talk on the phone privately. And at a certain point, I was like, man, I got to put this on YouTube. It's too good. It's too good. And it was. I think the whole Monday format for you is great too, especially during the season, man. You're the perfect Monday morning quarterback in the way I look at it. You're unemotional. You take a step back, and you're like the counterbalance for me. And fans freaking love you. So that really
I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you.
Absolutely. That's the way I always can you're the counterbalance. I'm the one losing my mind, even though I'm not a fan, right? But I speak for the fans in the moment, and then you need to be able to speak for the other segment of the fans that watch the game and chill and don't talk much on Sunday. They think about it. That's the thinking man's fan.
Yeah,
it's true.
And one thing I did want to add, the reason I mentioned that specific detail in the story is because when people get on me for my Matthew Stafford fandom, I had my heart set on – I was like Kyle Shanahan with Kirk Cousins in 2017. I had my heart set on Matthew Stafford from May of 2019 after the Niners had lost the Super Bowl and did not sign Tom Brady. In my head, I was like, all right, this is the year that maybe it can happen, and it all happened, and it came to this flashpoint, and he's playing on the Rams.
All right. Well, you were close. What I really feel – remember, I was the one who first reported that the Niners – we're in the lead for Matthew Stafford because, if I could say candidly, Stafford's camp thought that. I'm not going to say who told me from Stafford's camp, but that's what Stafford's camp thought, is that the Niners were going to make the move. And I don't think anyone thought the Rams were going to come over the top like that. So good on the Rams. Good on the Rams. Yeah, they wanted it more. They just wanted it more.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Clearly the Niners had another plan also up their sleeve, so they weren't sure if they wanted to go all in that route.
Yep. And this dude's 12 years younger than Matt Stafford, so maybe they made the right move.